Forget all the things you've been taught, you've been told. Don't blink, don't run, don't turn left or turn right or look straight at the sun. My mind's going in circles, I'm trying to fight it.
What's up, guys? So today I'm home and I'm sitting here, and it is a chilly morning. I love taking some coffee. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Phoebe. I'm a Kenyan staying in Izmir in Turkey. And today I just want to make this video actually to help someone who is dating someone who is controlling, and also I want to answer this question about are Turkish men really controlling, because I find this question more and more in my DM. So I thought, why not make a video and just tell a person actually what is the reality of the Turkish people. So if you are tuned to this channel, or if you're watching this video, by the end of this video I'm gonna tell you, or I'm gonna show you which signs that shows someone is controlling you, and which signs to look at. Like if you are in a relationship with a person who is controlling, I'm gonna mention some of the few things that I know about controlling. And also by the end of this video I'm gonna tell you, are Turkish men really controlling according to my experience? And by the end of this video you will have a clear view of how it feels, or how Turkish men really are in terms of controlling. So stay tuned, take a cup of tea or coffee or some water if you have, or some juice, whichever one you wish to take, and let's just chill and have this conversation. Okay? When a person is controlling you, it means that that person is supervising everything that you do, and he is putting a lot of pressure on you. Like he's the overall, like you cannot do anything without consulting him, without telling him, without informing him. And you find that too much of it, like when he's controlling you, he's hurting you in one way or another. It is not something good, and it is also something that it's not allowed in a relationship, that can injure a relationship. So I'm not an expert in this stuff, but according to my experience and my knowledge about it, I'm gonna give you an overview of what it means when a person is controlling you. So number one, the signs that you should look, and I'm not just only talking about Turkish men or the ones that I've dated. No, what I'm telling you, you can apply it either to any other person in a relationship. So when a person is dating, when you are dating a person and you find that you feel like you are being controlled, so I'm gonna tell you some of the signs that you should look at, just to say, or just to justify that this person is controlling me. So number one, when a person is controlling you, he will blame you for everything, and you'll find that whenever something happens, because he is not the one who did it, he will find an excuse or something to blame you. He will always blame you. He will always criticize you for each and everything that is happening. That means that that person has taken overall of you, like everything that you do, because it happened, he will find a way to criticize you. And if you also want to know if this person is controlling me, that person will always have these bad moods. Like he will be today or now happy, tomorrow or the next minute he's angry, and he puts that anger on you all the time. And you'll find that he is changing your mood, like he is also changing your mood. And also when a person is actually controlling you in a relationship, you'll find that that person is doing what we call stupid. Should I use a term stupid now? That person will be unnecessary jealous, like he is just jealous for nothing. Even when you are talking with your cousins, you are talking with your brothers, he will just be unnecessary jealousy. So that person means that he's controlling you. Like that is just stupidity at its level. Like who does that? Like in all things that you are doing, you will find that he is just making you feel like you are doing something wrong, and yet he will feel jealous if you want to go outside with your friends. He feels jealous and asks you stupid questions, so that person might be controlling you. And also something else, that when not attack, when a person is controlling you, you find that that person will make you feel guilty for everything. Like he will have these characteristics of a narcissistic person, narcissistic. If you know that the kind of person. So when a person is controlling you and he's doing this for all the time, he will not want you to go anywhere with any person. You need to tell him, inform him almost everything that you are doing. You need to let him know what exactly is going on, every single detail. Even if you're going to the toilet, we ask you, where are you going? If it is your phone, he want to know who you are chatting with, who you are talking with, and he want to know everything. So you find that that person is really controlling you, and that may be used to that such a person. And if you are in a long relationship, long distance relation, you'll find that you cannot handle anything, you cannot do anything without telling him. So that means that person is controlling you, and this too much of controlling leads to cohesive controlling, can lead to domestic violence. And you find that there are so many domestic violence in the world, and I'm so sorry to say Turkey is among the countries that we have domestic violence, but it is something that you just have to check in your relationship. So after telling you the signs or the things that you should look at, these are just some things that I've mentioned few. So the question of the day was, are Turkish men really controlling? I have to say, the things that I'm telling you, they do not represent any particular person, and that they are not meant to destroy or to make someone feel bad. But I'm just going to give you an overview according to my experience. Of course, before I was single, I've dated a few Turkish men, or maybe I have few friends who are Turkish men. So I'm not referring to you guys. I'm not saying all of you. I'm just saying a few, or I'm just going to make it overall. Okay? It is a sensitive issue, and I don't like talking too much about it because it is like crucifying one person. So, according to my experience, are Turkish men really controlling? My answer is yes, and my answer is no. And why am I saying this? Because not every person is the same. Every person, every individual person has his or her own character. So I cannot actually overrule, or I cannot say no, or I cannot say all of them they are controlling, and I cannot tell you all of Turkish men they are not controlling. It depends on the individual. And then in general, I have to say Turkish men are not controlling, because according to my experience with my husband right now, my husband has not controlled me in any way that will make me feel like this person is controlling. But we have this thing that Turkish men are brought up in a setup whereby they feel like they are leaders, they are the heads, and in general they are leaders, like they deserve the respect to be respected. And when a Turkish person or a man questions you or want to know where you are going and what you're doing, he might be doing it in a polite way, in a good way, in terms of protection and in terms of safety. So one day I was asking my husband the same question, and I was telling him, why do people normally say Turkish people are actually controlling? And he answered me, he told me that we might be controlling, it depends on how you take it, but it's not the way that describes. It's not the way like to make you feel bad or to injure you. We do it because they feel like they are they are protecting what belongs to them. And in that term, it means that if you are a girlfriend or if you are wife to a Turkish person, he will actually want you to give him that respect and the priority, and just inform him where you are going, and maybe what you are doing that is normal. And then also in term of Turkish men, they are brought up by their mothers, like this thing, and I've said it several times. You guys, you Turkish men, you, if you're watching and you are my friend, you are Turkish man, I think you are over exaggerating this thing of you and your mothers. Of course, I'm not saying it is a bad thing. It is a good thing because I have sons, and also I want my sons to love me the way Turkish men really love their mothers. Turkish men really adore, and they really have this extraordinary affection or extraordinary love with their mothers. Mothers, they call them anne. So you cannot differentiate, or you cannot separate these two people. If you want to hurt a Turkish person, talk shit about their mothers, because you'll find that even a grown-up person really want to be with his mother all the time, and even the food, and ask him even stupid questions, ask anything, just simple question, anything. Turkish men really enjoy doing this, and their mother, they have this heart of generosity. They will just do anything their sons ask them. So you'll find that too much affection, too much love from their mothers can affect their relationship, in terms of, if you're coming as a woman in this man's life and you found that he is too demanding in terms of love, he want you to do this, he want you to pamper him, he want you to beg, to soothe, he want too much of things, you'll find that he might be controlling, and you'll feel like, this is not what I want. But in reality, it is not controlling, it is just the affection and the love that they got from their mother that is affecting their relationship. So it is something that you need to look at. And I always tell my husband, you are too much, you are too much. And he's just laughing, because in Africa we also love our mothers, men love their mothers, but it is in rare times you find that their mothers will do everything for them, especially when they are grown-ups, like they have families, they have wives. It is rare, but in Turkey it is normal, and it is a good thing. I'm not saying it is a bad thing. So a Turkish man really controlling, according to my experience, I will not say they are controlling, but if they are controlling, they are doing in terms of protection, and in terms of just giving the first priority as a man in any relationship. So if you're dating a person who is controlling, look at the sign, the red flags that I've mentioned. If they are really affecting your relationship, like if this man is actually making it to feel, to make you feel like you are inferior, like he doesn't respect your opinion, then that might be controlling, and you might make a nice, or you might make another move or a decision. Because in Turkey, I have to say that Turkish men, they really value their families, and they are family oriented, and they really love their wives. And if you're a wife, you find that whatever you say, Turkish person, a real Turkish person will listen to you. He will want to know your opinion about anything. You cannot decide anything, like he cannot decide anything by his own. Yesterday, my husband was calling me, and he wanted to order something for the house. And he asked me if I would like this, if I would like, and I was telling him, you know what we need. Why are you calling me to ask me? And he was telling me, no, honey, I have to ask you because I don't know what you like, if you like it or no. So I have just to consult you because you are the owner of the house. So you find that they actually give you a priority, and they listen to you, and they will make you feel like, yeah, you are part of the family. So Turkish men, according to my experience, they have this culture of protection, and this something of the extraordinary love from their mothers, but it doesn't mean they are controlling you. And if we have a few, maybe just a few persons who are just nasty, and it happens, it's not all about Turkey, but also other people they are experiencing in the world. We have one or two people who are just not okay. So I hope you have learned something, and I hope you will look at the sign that I've told you. If someone is controlling you, he will do things that are not right to you, that makes you feel you are inferior. So that might be excessive control, and that can lead to violence. So you have to look at it. Otherwise, for me, I have to enjoy sipping my, I have to continue enjoying my coffee here. Until next time, I have to say gule gule. Bye bye. Love you guys.
They said, don't fall, don't forget all the things you've been taught, you've been told. Don't blink, don't run, don't turn left or turn right or look straight at the sun. My mind's going in circles, I'm trying to fight it.